urban Indigenous community is growing here in St. John's. In fact, First Voice says it's doubled in the last decade alone. But spokesperson Justin Campbell says beyond the sunrise ceremonies and the events organized for National Indigenous Peoples Day, Indigenous voices aren't often at the table when major decisions are made.
Historically, Indigenous people have been excluded from all kinds of policy-making processes. Indigenous peoples in this country weren't even allowed to vote until 1961. So this Joint Coordinating Committee is about bringing urban Indigenous peoples into the policy-making process.
This new committee will be comprised of half Indigenous voices and half city representatives, a place to bring issues for discussion. And First Voice is ready with some concrete ideas on how to best address issues in the community.
It could be things like working on food security by establishing more formal stewardship over green spaces, engaging the urban Indigenous community that way, and say public gardens, community gardens.
Another area to address is education for frontline city staff to ensure they know about Indigenous peoples' unique history and culture within the province. The city is also talking about finding a way to mark the legacy of residential schools.
For example, a monument for those who were victims of the residential school system in the province. And again, I'm not sure if there were any in St. John's, but as a capital city, we would like to investigate a monument for those folks here.
Both sides say success won't be measured based on how many meetings they have, but what comes out of those meetings and the changes it brings for Indigenous people that live in this city. Peter Cowan, CBC News, St. John's.